Hi and welcome to Roos Kitchen and Garden. Today yesterday we harvested our first drumsticks. So today I'm going to make a drumstick curry. Usually my lunch consists of like vegetables, which is my fiber, and my protein, which is my fish. But today I thought let me just combine this mackerel, which is my protein, with vitamins and all the fiber. So drumstick potato. So I'm going to make a curry with mackerel and drumstick, and I'm going to have it with rice. So let me show you the ingredients. I've played Holi yesterday, so my hands and my fingers, though they are clean, but they still have the color. So here we have 2 drumstick which we harvested because we got only 2, the others were not very ripe. I have 1 onion, this is a big size onion, 1 tomato, again big size. Now this is a chutney of coconut, ginger, garlic and green coriander. There is no light in this video enough because we have a major power trip in our house. So yeah, we know how we are surviving. No washing machine, no fan, no nothing, no air cons, no TVs, nothing. So that work is going to happen. But yeah, so we just have to make do. Yes, so here now I'm going to make a paste of these ingredients here. And this one is already there. So I'm going to fry it and make a paste. So you've seen this recipe. This is how I cook. Now, okay, let me just, so here I have some trifle as we call it. Very good for bangda or mackerel. There's black pepper, there's little methi seeds and little fennel seeds. Normally people don't add fennel seeds, but I like to add. There is dry red chili, and this is really spicy variety. There is coriander seeds, there's zira seeds, and there is curry leaf. And people use, or I also use raw mango, but I don't have raw mango right now, so I'm going to use tamarind paste. You can use raw mango. Some salt. I've already applied salt and turmeric to this mackerel. I've cleaned and removed the I like the head of the mackerel, it's very tasty, but I've removed the gills, the fins and the dorsal fins and everything, the tail, and I've cleaned the stomach area, so it's all very nice and clean. Now I have already put this pan on heat. I think I switched it off because it was burning. So I'm going to add coconut oil and I'm going to start cooking, and I'll show you how. So like I said, we have no electricity, so I have to use my gas like this. There's no tuck happening. So here, this is it, switched on the gas. Now I'm going to add coconut oil to this because I want to roast my masalas. Let me add some coconut oil. I'm using parachute coconut oil. You can use parachute coconut oil, or you can use your organic coconut oil, whatever you feel like using. A little bit of coconut oil. Pan is nice and hot. And yeah. So here we go. Few things are, few things aren't, so very confusing. Trial and error to see what is working. So right now I'm going to add these, once the oil is a little hot, we test it with the jeera actually. No, still will cold. So once the oil is hot, add the jeera. Okay, the oil looks hot now. I'm going to start with the methi seeds and the fennel seeds, so it gets nice flavor. Then I'm going to add the black pepper. Then I'm going to add my chilies, dry red chilies, and then I will add the coriander seeds, cumin seeds, all of this, and also my curry leaf, which is again from my garden. Fresh curry leaf, cannot break it with one hand. And once this sizzles nicely, then we are going to add our onion and fry. I've added the onion. The onions are added, as you can see, and I'm going to mix them and wait till they become nice and soft. In the meanwhile, I would like to bring your attention to this watan, or this green masala that most Maharashtrian households have it in their kitchen. So we in the fridge, so we make it and we freeze it in ice cubes, and then we take out as in when we need it, and how much ever we need it, we take out 1 ice cube, 2 ice cube of this masala. So this is like, we make it in bulk. So like we'll make it for 500 grams of coconut and stuff like that. So we'll have like 2 big pods of garlic for 500 gram of onion. We'll have 1 big handful of ginger and coriander and green chilies for it. So green chilies proportion, we always like, you can make it less or more as per your desire or how much spicy you need. But yeah, this is the masala or watan, hirva watan, that we always have in our house. If you don't have this, then you can add individual ingredients, or if you don't have this, just add scraped coconut, wet coconut, and some ginger and garlic to your this mixture. So right now I'm going to let the onions get soft. Then I'm going to add the tomato, and then I'm going to add my green water with this. Okay. So now as you can see, the onions have become soft. I'll add my green masala because I want it to cook also nicely in this. So I'm going to add it, and I want the rawness to go away, so I'm going to cook the masala nicely. I'm going to take this also later once I keep my phone down. Now once that raw smell of the green masala goes away, you can add your tomatoes to it. You see, I have not fine chopped any of these things because I am going to grind this into a nice fine paste. So I have just roughly chopped these things. Okay, now let the tomato also soften in this. So we shall wait for the tomatoes to soften. See, now the tomatoes have become nice and soft and it's released its oil. So I'll switch off the gas, and then I'm going to let it cool down a bit and then grind it into a very fine paste with the help of some water. Now I've transferred this into my mixie bowl. I'm adding like literally little half cup water because I want the paste to be very fine. Okay. Then we've set up the mixer here, and now we're going to grind it. We've switched on the gas again, and we've added very little oil as you can see, and now we've ground our masala into a very fine paste, which I want to show you here. Very fine paste, just like this, and then we're going to fry this paste again in the hot oil. Okay, we've put the paste in the oil and we're going to fry it. I've also rinsed the mixie jar and I've got this spare water. I'm going to add these potatoes, which I've kept really big because I want it that way. You want it to make it smaller, you can make it smaller, but because they're big now, I have to put them much in advance into the paste so they start cooking. Okay, now I'm going to fry this paste nicely, and I'm also going to add my drumstick to it in a while though, and I'm going to put water. So let me just, I've added the potatoes now. Remove the spatula and cover it and cook. Let the potatoes become a little soft and also take the flavor of the curry. Now in this I added that little water which was there in the bowl, which I got after rinsing the mixie jar. To this now I'm going to add little turmeric powder. Then I'm going to add little chili powder. Now this chili powder is more for color and less for spiciness. Okay. So this chili powder I've added here, and then I'm going to add little cumin powder and little coriander powder also. We did grind it in the paste, but for a little additional flavor, because you see I'm not adding any Malwani masala or any other kind of masala. So this is my taste. This is the flavor in the curry actually. So now I'm going to give it a nice mix. I'm going to add more water to this, of course. At this point I will also add salt. Now mind you, my tamarind paste has some salt. I don't add it, but the tamarinds came from my mother-in-law's, somebody from her farm actually. So they preserve it. So when they preserve it, they add salt to it, to the imli. So I'm going to add little salt now, very judiciously, because my fish also has little salt and turmeric marinade, and also the tamarind paste has little salt. So really wisely, I don't want the salt to be overpowering. Yeah, and now I'm going to add these drumsticks to it. Freshly harvested, homegrown, organic drumsticks. It hits differently, trust me. And now I'm going to add the tirfal also at this point. Mackerel curry is not a mackerel curry without the tirfal. And now I am also going to add some water because I want the potatoes to cook nicely. The fish will cook in no time, but if the potatoes are raw, it's going to ruin everything. So we need to make sure that the potatoes are nicely cooked and then add the fish. So now we'll add some water to this. Whatever consistency you want for the curry, you add that much water. Of course, some of it is going to boil off, but generally. This is it. Nice. Now just cover it and let it boil off nicely. Okay. Sorry, you're going to hear lots of noises in the background because this is how we are living right now. Extension cords running through everywhere, wherever we can find a small slight glimmer of hope. Electricity, we are running extension cords because, like I said, our major electricity supply has tripped, and the wires have gone off. Anyways, so now I was just testing this curry and I was like pressing the potatoes to check if they are cooked. Well, they are, not fully, but little bit. So I'm going to cover it for some time, like say 5 minutes more, and the potatoes will be nicely done. Then I will put this fish in the curry, and I will also put the tamarind paste. If I put the tamarind paste before the potatoes get cooked, then it will take time to cook. So that's why we've kept the tamarind paste till the end. Once the potatoes are a little more cooked, then I'll add the tamarind paste, and then I'll release my fish inside, and then it will boil for another 5 to 7 minutes. Then we'll put fresh coriander again from the garden, and then this will be done. Okay, now 5 minutes up. Let's add the tamarind paste to this. Trust me, right now here it's smelling so nice, so good. It's like not because the drumsticks are homegrown, of course they are special, but the taste of the drumstick in the curry is really coming out, and I can smell it everywhere. Very nice. The curry is also thickened, as you can see. Now let's introduce the fish, and after we add the fish, it's just 5 to 7 minutes, nothing more than that. Nice. Yum. You know me, I will add the coriander leaves now only, so the curry gets nice flavor of the coriander leaves. More than garnish its flavor for me, and I'm going to cover it and let it cook for 5 to 7 minutes. And you see, simultaneously our sink is also clean. All the utensils are washed. The curry is cooking. So we're all done and free. Now we're going to have this curry with rice and some salad, like I said, and a little bit of buttermilk, but very less dahi, and lots of water, because fish and dahi is not a proper combination, but it's so hot here that you do need your buttermilk. So anyways, I hope you liked watching today's recipe, and I hope you're going to try this at home. And I would genuinely request people to, even if you don't get the pods of moringa, but you should grow moringa plant on your terrace or your balcony in a big pot. Have at least one moringa plant, because the leaves are so beneficial, and the pods, though, if they grow, nothing like it. You'll have your homegrown moringa at least once a week, twice a week. Once a week you can have the leaves, once a week you can have the pods, the shenga. And yeah, it's going to be so good for health. Thank you for watching, and thank you for loving Roos Kitchen and Garden. Bye bye.